Okay, so before we even get into this episode, I just want to say this might be one of our honest episodes yet. And honestly, good luck to all of us. If you're new here, we're just a group of girls bringing you real life chaos, funny stories, and the kind of conversations you probably shouldn't admit out loud, but we do anyway. And some episodes, we even bring in listener stories. So if you've ever had something crazy, embarrassing, or just straight up ridiculous happen to you, trust me, we want to hear it. But today's episode, this one is very specific because we're talking about the pettiest reasons we've ever stopped talking to someone. Like, not serious reasons, not heartbreak, not anything deep. We're talking about the tiny, random, borderline ridiculous things that made us go, yeah, I'm done. And the worst part is, in the moment, it makes complete sense. Like, I completely rationalize it in my head. So if you've ever cut someone off for something small and never looked back, you're definitely in the right place. Welcome back to Good Luck to the World.
I'm Vanessa.
And I'm Kylie.
And yes, before we start, Kate's not here today.
She's out this week because she's having the time of her life in Croatia.
Living her best life somewhere probably by the water.
Meanwhile, we're here holding it down.
Barely, but we're here.
Hey, if you're listening, just know we are jealous.
Okay, very jealous.
All right, let's get into today's episode.
This one is dangerous.
Like, this might expose us a little bit too much, guys.
Because today we're talking about the pettiest reasons we've ever stopped talking to someone.
Yeah, and when we say petty, we mean things that sound ridiculous out loud.
No cheating, no big betrayal.
Just one small thing that made you go, yeah, I'm done.
And you didn't even explain it, you just stopped.
So if you're listening and you've ever done that,
You're safe here.
This is a judgment-free zone.
kinda. All right, we have to start with ourselves because it would be crazy to judge someone else before exposing our own business.
And we can't sit here and laugh at people if we're just as bad.
And I already know these are going to sound way worse when we say them out loud.
No, literally, some of these made sense in our heads, but now
They sound insane.
All right, who's going to go first?
I'll go. It was a new semester in college. It was a new class, fresh start. I was hoping I could maybe make a friend or two. I really thought it was going in that semester serious, mature, but I was wrong. So first week of class, I walk in early. I'm scanning the room like it's a real estate because when it's your first day, where you sit in the class on your first day determines where you sit in your entire semester.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So I had to calculate it. Like it shouldn't be too close to the front because that means you have to be too involved with the professor. It cannot be too far back because that means you're fighting for your life to stay awake and you don't even hear your professor that much. So I find the perfect seat, like somewhere in the middle, good view, near an outlet for my laptop, somewhere that feels right. And then I sat next to this girl. We start talking a little, like normal first week conversation, like what's your major? Do you understand anything on the syllabus? Have you seen this professors rate my professor online? Those bonding over
Yes.
confusion over first semester. So in my head, I'm like, okay, cool. I have a seat. I have a casual friend. We're set for the semester. And tell me why. Next class, everything changed. I walked in confident, already picturing myself sitting in my seat, and I see her sitting in my seat.
Oh,
Not
hell
near,
no.
not same exact spot.
I'm
And
out.
I
I'm out.
literally paused mid-walk, like, wait, because now I'm trying to process. Like, did she forget? Is this a mistake? Is this intentional? And then she looks at me. We make direct eye contact, So now I thought, oh, maybe she knows. But she doesn't move. Nothing about like, oh, were you sitting here? No courtesy, nothing. She's just sitting there after our eye contact. She moved her eyes to her laptop to
She's
kind of like
like,
ignore me.
this is mine now.
Yeah,
Taking it
exactly.
over.
And now I have standing there, I have two options. I could either like say something and reclaim my seat or preserve my dignity and walk away. And I thought it's the second class. I'm not gonna have a fight with someone over a seat, so I just walked away. But I went to the complete opposite side of the room where there's no outlet. It was like the worst spot in the room. Uh, and from that moment on, it was just silent beef. Like whenever we pass by each other, like no confrontations whatsoever. And even with group chats with me and her for that class, if she messages something in the group chat, I don't respond. If I message something, she doesn't respond. If it's let's say like me helping someone out with an assignment, other people would usually say like, oh, thank you, that's very helpful. No, she doesn't say anything at all. It was just
Yeah.
silent beef the whole semester.
It never crossed your mind to get there early and just steal it back.
I should have. I thought of
Immediately, I would have been up 30 minutes earlier in the morning. I would have had my hair done. I would have been in that seat the minute she walked in the door, just going,
I
"Oh, try me."
I should have. I should have. I guess I wanted that silent beef. I needed something dramatic for my semester.
Okay, all right.
That's valid. That's valid. I mean, some people would look at that and be like, that's pretty petty, but like, I think it's valid.
I,
I feel
you're
validated.
you're a kinder person than I.
Yeah.
That's my story.
Jazz, do you have one?
Oh, you know I have one. You know I have one. So I literally have to just talk about this dude because we were talking whatever on his dating app, like I guess you could say like, okay, 6 foot, right? So I'm just like, okay, cool, let's meet up. We go meet up. We're going to a restaurant, and like I kid you not, like I like with my own eyes saw this. He came with platform boots. He
Oh,
came
Uh-huh.
with platform boots, you guys. And I'm not talking like, like maybe like an inch, right? Like maybe I could see
Like
you getting away with
my
a
husband, I swear he's over 6 foot. He says I'm lying, but I'm like, for sure.
so I'm like,
He said maybe in boots.
na- so I just have to say, like, are you serious? Like, I kid you not. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is my true first catfish, and I was like, and maybe it's like petty of me, but like as soon as the food, like as soon as we were done, I was like, okay, I'm leaving. Like, thank God I drove myself. Thank God I don't even have anything juicy to say about the date because I just could not stop thinking about leaving. Like, I can't.
Jasmine,
I'm embarrassed. I mind you guys,
for
mind you. No one knows for context. I am
I was gonna
six
say for
foot.
the listeners, how are you? Thank
For
you.
the listeners, I am 6 foot. So like when we're going out, like just I just could not imagine. And he wasn't even anywhere near 6 foot. Like even with the platform boots, with
oh
the
my
I'm telling
God.
you guys, this was just tragic. This was just and I thought about it. I was like, that's probably pretty petty in some people's mind. Like some people would be like, get to know the guy. But I was just like, if you're gonna lie before I even meet you, I have no reason to get to know you. Like if you
Yeah.
would have said you were that height from the beginning, who knows to say I wouldn't have given you the chance, but I literally walked into it blind, you know?
Yeah, because maybe it
So
wasn't a big deal for you, but now it is. Is he right
right.
about it?
Exactly. So, that's my story. Okay, Kylie. So now that I've gone, I want to hear your story. Let's hear it.
All right, guys. I don't know if it's necessarily petty, but it's just sad. Um, it's really sad, and it's one of those moments I look back on and I'm like, oh, that was totally on me. I met a guy on the dating apps, as you did back in the day. and we like hit it off. It was
Back in the day, people are still on that today.
sorry.
Okay,
Is
we're
this
not all
pen
married.
pal? Like, what is this?
Sorry, back in my day.
I just had to give you crap.
And okay, it was going so well and it was like awesome, and like we're right at that phase where it's like you get the number, you like make it off the app. Like that's a big deal. And so he sent me his number and I was like, I'll text you first thing in the morning. And he's like, I can't wait. Like you've given me a reason to like delete the apps. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. I go to bed. The next morning I wake up and I'm like, oh, let me go text him, deleted the account.
Wait,
I
you
didn't
didn't even have the number saved?
I didn't get it.
He deleted he didn't wait for you to
Like,
text him?
Well, I'm sure he assumed like a normal person I would have maybe taken his number down when he gave it to me. And no, I was just like, oh, it'll be there in the morning, after he literally said, you've given me a reason to delete the apps. That was literally the end of it.
Oh my gosh.
Meet cute, no more.
Cute no more. It's okay. It's all good.
This man again. He's like, redo your Bumble and start over. Who has time for that?
Who has time for that just to try and meet him? That's crazy.
No, it was pitiful on my part.
Aw.
That is the life of a procrastinator, I think.
It's all good. I was just gonna say we've all been there before, but then I was like, nope. I've been there before.
All right, guys, our next caller is coming to us from Oklahoma. Her name is Shannon.
Hey, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
All right, she's going to tell us her story of the pettiest reason she stopped talking to somebody.
So it was fresh out of a breakup, and I was trying to make some friends, and I downloaded Bumble for the friends side, and I met this girl, and we seemed to kind of click when we were texting, and she had tickets to a Suicide Boys concert, so I picked her up, and we drove all, and I only knew like 2 songs, but I was going to go for it. It was free tickets, so I'm going to go.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Wait, how far was the drive?
Like an hour and 15 or an hour and a half.
Okay, not terrible.
Not horrible.
We talked, I think, the whole time. It really wasn't that awkward. We got along pretty good. We were both potheads at the time, so we had joined, and we talked about our favorite adult comedy cartoons that we watched, and she had a tattoo of a character that I really loved from a show, and I thought we were going to be really good friends. And it all went pretty good, and the concert was fun. People were passing around joints, and we were just having a good time. We were pretty close to the stage. And then at some point, she told me about this new boyfriend that she had, and he was in the Army, so that was red flag number 1.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
Not good looking whatsoever. And they had been dating for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I think she was going to let him move in with her. And he had already cheated on her at least one time that she.
Oh, no. No.
And she just blew it off. She's like, well, it's okay. I went through his phone, and like he promised not to do it again. So as long as he doesn't, we're going to be friends.
How old was he?
They're going to be. He was kind of young. I mean, I probably was too. That would have been like 3 years ago.
No, how old was she?
Probably like 23.
Oh.
23, 24, something like, not newbie out of college. Like, you're a woman. And he was young. She might have been just a little bit younger, but I feel like he was maybe like 21, 22. And my last relationship was just so bad, and I was like, I can't even be your friend because you're not going to like anything that I have to say. And I need someone that's got a little bit more self-esteem.
Yeah, for sure. That's very valid.
My friends were saints. They put up with it for 5 years in my bad relationship, but I'd known them for a very long time. I was like, I can't do it, girl. Sorry.
No, I don't blame you. And that's hard, like picking, making, like figuring out which friends are meant to stay friends and friends that you meet for a reason and then you learn your lesson.
Yeah, and I have like some other friends that I feel like I kind of mentor because I'm a little bit older and a little further in life. But I feel like they're just a little bit more receptive and just wouldn't have put up with that. That was just a bit too much.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Well, we thank you for being on today. We look forward to having you back. Anything you guys would like to say?
Thank you. We appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. We look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day, Miss Shannon.
Bye, you too.
Bye. All right, guys. Our next caller is Roxy, and she is from Georgia, and she is going to tell us the pettiest reason that she stopped talking to somebody. Go ahead, Miss Roxy.
Roxy. Can't wait.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Roxy.
Hey.
So it was our first like date hangout / whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. It was kind of like it was date first, whatever. Well, we planned the date like on Friday, and we were like not thinking much of it. It was at like a bowling alley at first. And we didn't think, oh yeah, Friday, like, yeah, it's gonna be busy or whatever. So like we didn't get a reservation first off. So like the first bowling alley we went to didn't work, so we had to wait. And then we had to call the next bowling alley area, and they gave us a spot at like an hour later. So we just chilled at the bowling alley for like the old bowling alley where we were supposed to go for like an hour. And then when the time was like up or closer to it, we left. And we went different directions because, one, I'm just really bad at my directions, and my GPS was taking me a different way, but whatever. I was just whatever. He went the other way. And then I get a call like 10 minutes later because I'm thinking I'm like close to the bowling alley. Well, he like calls me. He goes, "You won't believe it." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "I popped my tire."
Oh.
And I said, "How did you do that?" I was like very irritated because we already were waiting a whole hour to like do this whole thing anyway. So then I was just like listening to him, and he was like trying to explain. He said he like hit the curb wrong or hit it too hard or something. I don't even know. So then I was just like, okay, whatever.
Curb check.
And I said, so like, do you need me to like pick you up? And he goes, that would be nice. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay.
That would be nice.
So then I was like, all right, so where are you at? He goes, I'm at a Domino's. And I said, what Domino's? Like I said, bad at location, like whatever, like surroundings, everything.
Yeah,
Need
I
an
need
actual
the exact address, please.
Exactly. Like I just need that. And he just goes, like Domino's. I was like, okay, where at? And he takes a screenshot of his like phone of like location, and it's not even like zoomed in to where like I know exactly like where he's at. It's just like the surrounding areas of where he's at.
Oh my
And I'm
God.
like, you have got to be kidding me. So
You
then
couldn't send his location.
literally, and I'm like, he's like, I can't text you, or like I can't send you any like my location or something. And I was like, why? He's like, because I don't have like internet right now. And I was like,
It's
well,
dumb.
is there Wi-Fi? And he goes, oh yeah, Wi-Fi. And I was like, yeah, that would be a good one. So then I was like, so he gets on Wi-Fi, and then he's able to text me again. But he never says the address still. And I'm looking at like all different directions of Domino's, going to each Domino's, taking a guess of where he's at. It was terrible. And then it was starting to snow. So it was
No.
Wow.
Yes. And then
No,
I
that's
was
poor
like, you gotta
planning.
be kidding
Petty.
me.
Out. You're out.
Yeah. You could have asked somebody at Domino's what the
That's
address
a-
is.
And so you stopped talking to
Literally.
him, right?
That's literally what I was thinking in my head. That would be the first thing I would do, is if I was lost or I didn't know where I was, I'd ask someone next to me, or just look at
Yes.
freaking anything. So
Drop
then
a
I was like,
pin, send my current location.
There's so
Literally.
many things you could do.
Mm.
So many
yes.
things.
And so then I'm just still going to Domino's or whatever. And then about like 10 minutes of me looking, he finally sends the address. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And the Domino's I was at was 7 minutes away. So I
Oh,
went
God.
there. And he's just sitting in like the Domino's, and he's just like looking down, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh
And
my
he tried calling me
God.
on my way to the Domino's, and if I would have answered that call, I would have probably yelled at him so badly. So I like did not answer the call. So then I went and I picked him up, and I was just like, he gets in the car, and I was like, just don't say anything. Just do not say anything.
Valid.
He was just like, okay. And so then we finally get to the bowling alley. And what I was like saying, like it was like our first date, but like it was kind of like a hangout kind of thing. He like his friend was supposed to come with another person or whatever, and I was supposed to bring the other person. Well, the other person was not allowed to like come because it got too late. So then it was literally just the friend, me, and the dude. So when I get there though, the guy is not like his friend is not there, and I was like, oh my gosh, if his friend is not here, I'm literally gonna go insane because I was like,
You did not sign up for a one-on-one.
Right.
no, and I'm already mad at this man. So then to top it off for the night, we're just sitting there, we're chit chatting some more, and like I'm like, get me some food, please. Like he gets me food, and then he's like, while we're looking at the menu, he goes, yeah, so I was like, what? He's like, so I low-key thought you were gonna ditch me, so I called my friend. And I said, what? And so he called his friend, so his friend was gone to go get him from the Domino's. And I was with him right there waiting. And I was like, so you thought I was going to cancel on you?
While I was
And
trying
so
to figure out where you were.
Yeah.
the whole time. I was so mad. He was like, well, the past times, like, I've been ditched before and all this and that. And I'm like, oh, so like you're comparing me to the past. Like, and he's like, no, not necessarily. And he was like,
No, I know.
well, I was like, yeah,
What a
you
guilt
kind of
trip.
are. Yeah, so it was
Don't
just,
gaslight me into like you literally having shitty planning.
yes.
Wow.
so
Yeah,
mad.
planning. Horrible planning.
Literally.
Great.
Horrible.
Like he's
And then
putting
the
it on
friend
you.
finally- Literally. So the friend was on his way back, and like the guy was like, he's gonna be so mad at me, and I was like, yeah, well, it's not gonna just be you. Like I'm mad at you too. And then,
Oh, well.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Darn.
valid.
And
You're valid.
Yeah, and then basically he comes back, and the guy was trying to leave because he found out that I didn't bring my friend because it was too late. And I was like, no, you did not come all this way just to turn around. I was like trying to make his team chill, like to where like and he's like, I guess you're right. And so he finally stayed. And so it was literally just the guy, his friend, and him and I, and we were just chit chat. Like the guy, his friend, and I were talking the whole time, and he wasn't even saying a thing, the guy. So
I hate that.
I was like, great. And then at the end, they went their separate ways, and that was that. And I just, after that, I couldn't do it because he was just so unplanful, and yeah, I don't know. There was just
That's valid.
I couldn't.
Don't blame you. Not one bit.
I felt
Not
bad
one bit
at the
at
same
all.
time,
Mhm.
but
You're
I just
better than
couldn't.
me because I would have not picked him up. I would have stopped talking
Yeah,
to him.
I know a lot of my friends were like, why didn't you just leave at that point? And I was like, well, I'd feel bad if I actually left the man at that.
No, very true.
Oh, all right. Well, Miss Roxy, does anyone have any follow-up questions for her?
No, thank you for coming
Just
on.
kudos to you. Kudos
Yeah,
to you.
kudos
We
to you
admire
for
you.
sticking
We're
to
just
it.
wishing you the best, sister.
Yes.
We
All
love
right, my
your
dear.
patience.
We cannot thank you enough for coming and joining us today. If you ever hear from this man again, please do call back and give us an update because we will absolutely need to hear it.
Most
Of
definitely.
course.
All right, Miss Roxy, you have a great night. Thank you again.
Yes, you as well. Bye.
All right, we're going to do a quick speed round before we wrap up.
Okay, wait, I love this.
Okay, are there rules?
I'm going to say reason not to talk to someone and we all decide. Is it petty or valid?
Got it. No explanations.
All right, so petty or valid? Always late. Valid.
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 Doesn't like your favorite show. Valid.
Petty.
Petty.
Choose too loud.
Valid.
Petty.
Petty. Fat texter, dry replies. Valid.
Valid. Valid.
I want to say valid so bad, but like I think my husband texts me like once a week.
Ironic.
Okay. Post too much on social media. Petty.
Valid.
Ooh. Gets the ick randomly.
Petty.
Yeah, petty. I'm in the middle.
Yeah, I'm valid. Uses the wrong you or your.
Oh, valid. Out.
Your or your. Your or your. Okay, that's
valid.
valid. Laugh annoys you.
You have to listen to that for the rest of your life. I think that might be
Valid.
valid.
That's valid. Takes forever to reply, but is always online. Valid.
That's so valid.
I
hate that.
Yeah.
Says kiddo or weird nicknames.
Petty.
Petty. I don't mind.
That's fine.
Okay. I would say petty, but kind of valid. Okay, bad music tastes.
Valid if it's like the music is like pedophile, like an artist that's pedophile.
I feel like that's
It's bad
petty because music is subjective, but I see it. I feel pedophile music is kind of extreme. Overuse emojis.
Petty.
That's fine.
I'm okay.
Petty. Yeah, that'd be a petty reason to stop talking to somebody. Okay, no sense of humor. Valid.
Valid.
Immediately valid.
Valid. Talks only about themselves.
Valid.
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 So
Double text too much. That's petty.
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 I kind of like
I like those people.
Me too.
Me too. I am
That-
that people.
Me too.
Yeah, it shows they're really interested.
Exactly.
Valid.
Doesn't watch movies / shows you recommend. That's petty.
That's petty.
Yeah. Too into the gym. That's petty. I feel like everybody's gonna have their
valid.
hobbies. You said it's valid.
No. If your gym is taking over our home life.
Yeah, I could see it.
Ooh.
Okay,
Going to
what
the
about
gym means that he's counting macros at home. That controls what you eat versus if you're cooking dinner, what you have to cook.
Mhm.
okay? Doesn't what about too into astrology?
Ooh,
Valid.
I don't
That's
know. I don't like that. I
it's
think
like
that's
petty.
valid. No,
Okay.
I think that's a valid reason.
It is a valid reason.
Yeah,
I have this
I'd
friend.
probably do valid. Because if you tell me you can't go outside because your horoscope tells you it's a bad day,
Yeah.
I'm done.
No, I had a friend in college and she dated this guy that like he was into astrology, and anytime that she was like hormonal or slightly like on edge or just like annoyed, he'd be like, "Oh, it's your moon phase," and she'd be like, "No, bitch, I'm on my period." Like, you don't know what you're talking about. And yeah, it was very brief, but there's no way I could have a man being like, "Oh, it's because the moon is crossing. That's why you
Yeah,
no, absolutely not."
Oh my gosh.
Okay, no thinking.
Just vibes.
Okay.
Here we go.
I would rather hear "Suck It Up, Buttercup."
Okay, what about claps when the plane lands?
Ew.
Petty. Like I don't know.
That'd
I
be
don't mind.
petty. That's nice. Where's something you don't like repeatedly?
Petty. Like
That's,
I don't control. Like I don't want to control like someone else's outfits. Not a valid reason to not talk to someone.
That's a petty reason not to talk to someone, but it's also something that can change with time.
petty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's petty. I mean, yeah, exactly. I agree with Kylie. All right, before we end this episode,
Let's reflect for a second.
Or pretend to reflect. I like that.
what did we learn today?
We're kind of judgmental.
And a little dramatic.
But also, trust your gut.
Guys, even if your gut is petty, please trust it.
Because if it annoys you now,
It's definitely going to annoy you later.
Take it from us and save yourself early.
Make sure you guys follow us. Send in your stories.
because we love reading them.
And we will be back next week.
Hopefully with Kate, if she decides to come back from Croatia.
Yeah, if she doesn't move there permanently.
Guys, I wouldn't blame her if she did.
And don't forget,
Good luck.
good luck to the
world.
world. Good luck.